Good morning everyone, Alessandro here and welcome to another video about Bitcoin, and of course we're going to also cover some altcoins. We're going to have a look what is going on because I believe that we could eventually face a little bit more downside here in the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term before we're going to skyrocket towards new all-time highs, hopefully guys. Of course, no financial advice, just my own opinion and so on. So shout out to the big community here. We have now over 100 subscribers guys, so make sure to be participating on the big $100 giveaway that we do with every 100 subscribers, and you can, in this video where it says thank you for 100 subscribers, go into my channel and click this video, because there you can comment with whatever you want and also put your Bybit UID, because I'm going to basically whenever I select the winner, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, $100 worth of Pepe coins. I'm gonna do a tutorial how to purchase Pepe meme coins, and of course then distribute it then to that wallet if it's possible. If not, then I'm just gonna send $100 to that Bybit wallet, and I'm gonna do that live in a video. So make sure that you leave your comment in that video, and of course also your Bybit UID, because like that I can of course directly send you the money with the for the lucky winner, of course. So first of all guys, make sure to be subscribed here, because we're gonna do that with every 100 subscribers. Then of course check out all the newest coins that are upcoming and also the best exchanges here in the crypto space. First of all, Bybit, of course you need to sign up to those exchanges. Those are the ones that I'm also using. I very much recommend you those exchanges to use here in the crypto space. Of course, high risk, no financial advice and so on. Those are just the biggest and oldest ones that I'm using: Bybit, Maxi Global, Femex and so on. Check them out guys, links in the video description. And of course, so we're gonna dive here straight into the Bitcoin chart, and we're gonna start here with the 4-hour time frame. So Bitcoin had this very fast V-shaped recovery here, and the good thing is that we are basically trading back above the 200 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So in theory, we are back in an uptrend, and also we have currently $105,000 as a support. The problem that I'm seeing here is only that this move happened so fast that here a little correction is very likely incoming. Also, money flow is now shifted to the downside. Everything is coming down. The RSI is still above the 50 level, so we will see what happens once we retest the 50 level. Remember, whenever we have the RSI above this red line, so above the 50 level in the RSI, we are on the bullish trend. When below, we are on the bearish trend. And that's why we have to avoid that, to fall below 105k with the 4-hour closes, because if that happens, then we could see a retest here maybe of 102, 103k. And for the worst case, especially if we take out these lows here, we could fall way lower, so down towards the low 90s if that happens. So let's hope that Bitcoin is going to avoid that. And also here on the daily time frame, you can see that here it's looking a bit more bullish, because we had here this very fast recovery. We are back above the median line of the candle channels, and also we are getting right now a buy signal confirmed. So here on the spot chart, everything is looking out that we will see a very big move to the upside very soon, to potentially test the current all-time high at 112k, probably also go higher than that. And over on the CME chart, you can see that here also on Friday we recovered back above the median line of the candle channels, and here we're waiting basically for that buy signal. But here you see that we closed at $104,770. So it is possible that maybe overnight or tomorrow we are coming down to where we closed the CMEs on Friday, and then of course move on to the upside. So yes, a correction even down towards the low 90s is possible, but everything is looking out that we could see here a very big move to the upside very soon. On the weekly time frame, it is still looking a bit dangerous, so let's say like that, because we had of course this new all-time high, this higher high in comparison to the previous one, but this ended up in a bearish divergence, because the RSI is still coming down here. And also here, I don't have my chart opened here. Usually here I have my RSI and so on, but doesn't matter. It's anyway just a bearish divergence in the RSI, because we always have lower highs in the RSI, but in the price action we have higher highs. And also we could get very soon a sell signal. That doesn't mean that we're going to enter into a bear market. That just means that most likely we're going to see more something like this, and then maybe move on here to the upside after a cool down of all the indicators, of course. That can of course take several weeks, maybe even through the whole summer. But so far nothing has flashed or confirmed, so we have to wait for that. And of course also here on the spot chart, everything is the same. And yeah, a retest of the 20 weekly currently at 94, 95 in my opinion is possible, but I guess that this support will hold because money flow is still extremely positive, and usually those pullbacks are just ending up in good buy opportunities. On the monthly time frame, we are still in danger, of course, because here we have still the price trading below the top side of the candle channels. This red moving average here, that is basically always our resistance and confirmation basically that the bear market is starting. Like here, for example, you see that every time that Bitcoin is having monthly closes above the top side of the candle channels, we have those parabolic moves to the upside, and we are in a bull market. Whenever we get rejected from it, like here, then of course we are running in danger to crash down. Also here, once we were into the candle channels, we crashed into the median line of the candle channels. Here again, we crashed down to the median line of the candle channels, and now again, we have to watch out what happens here. Even in this bull market in 2017, here all the time above the top side of the candle channels. Once we retraced below, then of course we came down towards the median line of the candle channels. We bounced a couple of times, but at the end we had this huge crash down to the 50 monthly moving average, where usually, or most of the times, of course we get good buy opportunities, but also it is more or less where the bear market basically is ending up. Currently it is down here at around 50k, but that doesn't mean anything as long as we're not entering into a bear market. Alright guys, that's it for now. Bitcoin, in my opinion, yes, we can still drop down like 10% or something like that. So if you're trading with leverage, watch out for that. But otherwise, of course, you can just continue to DCA into Bitcoin, especially if we get some more discounts here in the next coming days. Sign up to all exchanges that I'm also using, like Maxi Global, Bybit, and so on. I'm using all of those exchanges to trade Bitcoin, the altcoins, and so on. And of course, where I'm also buying Ethereum, for example, to participate on those new coins that are upcoming. Remember, guys, Solexi is the next one that it will come out in 8 days. The last chance to get on board into this one. If you are buying right now, then make sure to be buying without staking, because then you have no lockup period on your coins. If you bought with me since the beginning, or if you want to buy early those coins in order to stake as many coins as possible and get as many rewards as possible, then currently we only have this Bitcoin Hyper and Snorter, this new Solana trading bot, which gives you a lot of API. That means that here you can really stake those coins for a very high API. Also here on Bitcoin Hyper, let me go here to staking. You can see that thanks to 1000% API, you can accumulate a lot of rewards. So here, for example, I have almost the same amount that I purchased. In a few days, I will reach that just because the API is so high. If you want to check them out, all of them that are mentioned in different crypto websites, of course, high risk, no financial advice, everything can happen, then check them out with the links in the video description to end up on the official website: Bitcoin Hyper, BTC Bull, Solexi, Snorter, and so on. Next one will be Solexi, and of course then afterwards Bitcoin Bull in 22 days. So stay tuned, guys. I keep you updated on them. And of course, where Bitcoin is going, also the altcoins will move. I'm looking also very close here the price and the chart of Ethereum, because Ethereum currently is trading at the 200 weekly moving average, basically at bear market bottom areas. And once it breaks here the $3,000 area or $2,700 area, we're gonna jump towards $4,000 in my opinion here. And once we test again this resistance up here, then we're gonna see if Ethereum really strong enough. Maybe we are forming here a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern. Would be great, of course, because then the breakout to the upside will be huge. And I'm still expecting that Ethereum in this bull market, as long as Bitcoin remains in a bull market, can reach prices between like 10k to even like 15k for Ethereum, if that is really happening now, also with Bitcoin going to new all-time highs and also Ethereum breaking this crucial resistance here. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to be subscribed here, and of course also leave a comment in this video here to participate on the giveaway. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, be subscribed, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Bye for now.